Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Takaraonea, or you can call me Teeks. It is whichever one that you would prefer to call me. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys another DIY because I've been just loving putting up DIYs and showing you guys how to create your own kind of like closets on like a budget. Finding things either from the thrift store or that you already have in your closet, or just from using different fabrics to make some really cool, really easy pieces. So I've been seeing like these sheer mesh tops going around on like Instagram and like Tumblr and all of these different places, and I was like, I remember back then when I made that DIY tights into top video, and it was kind of like a sheer easy way to make kind of like a sheer top. I had this like limited amount of fabric in my closet. I bought this sheer black fabric from the fabric store maybe like over a year ago. I had made a sheer like fringe skirt for a photo shoot that I styled for one of my friends, and I ended up making the girl a skirt. But anyways, I am just using this leftover fabric that I had from the skirt. It's not much, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the sheer mesh top since I've been seeing it everywhere, and I want a sheer mesh top, and I don't want to make one out of tights this time. I'm gonna actually make it out of fabric. So yeah, if you enjoy DIY and fashion videos, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and become a part of the Teacup family, so that way you won't miss out on any videos that drop down here daily on my channel. Guys, I've been loving sheer and velvet fabric lately, if you can't already tell. So comment below and let me know what's your favorite type of fabric that you've been rocking lately. I would love to know in the comments below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and make this top. Lego. Hey guys, so for this tutorial, you're basically just going to need some silk, like sheer fabric. I said silk. This is sheer fabric, and I got this from Hancock Fabric a while ago. I mentioned this to you guys earlier in the video. This is just some leftover fabric that I had. So make sure that you get at least a yard of this, I would recommend. And then you're also going to need some pins. Oh my god, so many of you guys are saying that you guys would get anxiety. Your anxiety would go through the roof with all of these pins. I thought that was pretty funny. And then you guys are going to need some black thread. I have this little black thread right here, and then I have my black bobbin thread for my sewing machine. Somebody told me to not use this on the sewing machine and to transfer my thread onto one of these, so that's what I did, because they said this can ruin the machine, because this is for like a serger. So that's something new just to let you guys in on. And then you also are going to need your option of fabric scissors, or you can use a rotary cutter with your rotary mat, and I'll probably be using my rotary mat and cutter because that's easier for me. You're also going to need your sewing machine. With last but not least, I forgot, you're also going to need a shirt. I'm using this shirt that I have is like a turtleneck type crop top shirt, and this is kind of like what I want my mesh top to look like, so I'm using this as my pattern. So yeah, that's all you're gonna need. And now let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so there's really not much of my leftover fabric, left. So what I'm doing is just going to be folding this over, make sure that it's on the grain line, and this should be good. Hopefully we have some fabric left over to make long sleeves. If not, we'll be making a sleeveless one, but the plan is to make long sleeve. And now what I'm doing is I am folding my top like so. Just gonna fold that in half. We have this. Now I'm just going to be creating the front portion of the top. It's kind of hard to see, but you're gonna be making two of these. They're basically the same thing. Just fold this like so and do it like that, and all you're gonna want to do is pin. I'm gonna pin it like that, and then I'm going to cut this out And make sure that you're doing this on your mats or you're gonna look crazy. With this, to make it a little bit more stretchier for you, you might want to add like leave a little bit more space when you're cutting it out. Me in particular, this top is a little bit loose fitting on me, so I just didn't really leave any space. Fold this over like so and cut. I'm gonna make sure to line this up, and it might be a little bit hard to see, but I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna use some pins to pin it down. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing again. Okay, so now lay out your sleeve on the grain line, and then you're just going to pin. I'm probably not gonna have enough fabric left over for this, so I'll probably have to like sew a sleeve that's not on the grain line. There you have it. You guys see we have our sleeve. We're just gonna take this same thing, and I'm gonna cut out another one. 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 This other sleeve that I'm getting ready to do is that I don't have enough fabric left over to like fold it over and make it so it'll be like less sewing. So I'm gonna have to work with the fabric that I have. So there you have your other sleeve, but the only thing that we're gonna have to do with this other sleeve is we're going to have to sew it. Instead of it being one piece, it's actually two pieces now. So like how this one is like all one piece. Is there a hole? Oh my gosh, no. Okay, maybe it won't be so noticeable. I can't believe there's a hole in there. You guys see that? Dang it. And we don't have any more fabric, so that's frustrating. Okay, so like how that has one piece, this is actually two pieces, so we'll have to sew it. I might actually have to make the other one two pieces too, since there's a hole in it, and I don't want there to be a hole. Might just have to like sew it together. So yeah, there's that. And this whole sleeve, all of these sleeves are going to be pinned, so I'm just going to go ahead and pin them as well on the outside, and then pin this one on the outside too. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this down to sew, and I'm going to be sewing with a straight stitch. You guys can see this kind of like puckered a bit, so I'm gonna have to like iron that out because you don't really want that to happen. And this, you're going to follow the track. You really want to like stretch your fabric as much as possible. Okay, so I'm using my rotary cutter to cut off the like side. Then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Alright, so now we're gonna do our sleeves real quick, and then we will come back to this and do like all our little hems. Okay, so now I have my sleeve that I showed you guys that I have to sew all the way around. So I'm going to be sewing down the sides of the sleeve. Make sure you leave the inner portion of the sleeve open and the end of the sleeve open. You don't want to sew those or you won't be able to get your hands through. Okay, so now as you guys can see, for this sleeve, this one is already folded on one side, so I don't have to do that. I just have to sew this one side, and then I'll be straight for this sleeve. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to go ahead and put the sleeves in this shirt. Okay guys, so for the sleeve, I turned my shirt. It is inside out, so the wrong side or whatever. And then I'm taking the right side of my sleeve. I turned it back to the right side, and I'm going to make sure that this part is on the bottom, and I'm going to put this through and match up the sleeve so that when I flip this inside out, the sleeve is going to be on the right side with the rest. Then I'm going to match this up. You can go ahead and pin it because you're going to sew in the inside. And sew in the inside all the way around. You guys know the drill. Then make sure you match up that bottom portion. Make sure that's looking right. Matching this up with this. The line to the line. And pinning. And then I'm going to sew the inside all the way around in a circle. I hate when I put these pins in the wrong way. I don't know how I be doing that. I mean, a straight stitch. Okay, so now you guys, I'm just going to do the hem on the neckline, and of course you guys know I take it and I fold it over twice, and then I just sew a straight stitch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hem the bottom as well. So all you're doing is folding this over twice and you're hemming it. Okay, so then the last thing you're gonna hem is your sleeves, and you're just doing the same thing, rolling it over twice, and you're going to hem. So that was it for the video, you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up so that way I know you enjoyed it. And if you try this DIY out for yourself, make sure that you tag me on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag takaraonea. Don't forget to subscribe because you came to the best part, the best side of YouTube, which is this channel. So subscribe so that you can stay updated with videos that drop down here daily. Alright. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this family, and I will see you at the top.